Hi everybody, Brian Suits here from the Dark Secret Place. Can a sitting president actually order a wiretap? Well, in the case of Obama or Trump or any American president, the quick answer is no. Why? Well, because of a little thing called the Constitution. You see, in 1978, President Jimmy Carter signed a little something called the Foreign Intelligence Surveillance Act. Fisa is the legal authority by which an intelligence community asset, whether it's the CIA or even the Army military intelligence, can request a warrant to do surveillance on American citizens who are suspected of either working with foreign governments or working as agents of foreign governments. The explicit purpose of the Foreign Intelligence Surveillance Act is to balance the protection of individual privacy with the needs of national security through the development of a regulatory framework for certain counterintelligence activities. So let's say an American citizen, naturalized or born here, let's call him Mike Mikulski, or Biff McLean, or Wang Chung. If he is communicating electronically with a foreign government or terrorist, then a very specific warrant can be issued to intercept these communications, whether it's cell phone or email. First of all, you must know this. No governmental interest is more fundamental than guaranteeing the security of the nation. That's an actual legal finding. You'll find that in Hague versus AG in 1981. So that means that the FBI, seen here, hey man, I found this American citizen dirtbag. I think he's collaborating with either a foreign government or a terrorist organization. I've got to stop him. But there's a process that they got to go through to spy on me. But how legally can he stop him? I mean, you can't just drone an American citizen. That would be unconstitutional. So here's what happens. The FBI goes to the Department of Justice, their higher headquarters. Hey, Department of Justice, it's me, the FBI. Hi, Department of Justice, how can I help you today? I want a warrant so I can do some electronic surveillance on what I suspect to be an American dirtbag. Okay, you need to give me a whole lot of stuff because I have to go in front of one of the toughest courts in American law, the Foreign Intelligence Surveillance Court. Now, the Department of Justice really has their work cut out for them. And why? Well, the United States Constitution requires the issuance of a warrant to conduct all electronic surveillance for domestic security criminal investigations. So the Department of Justice really has their work cut out for them because the Foreign Intelligence Surveillance Court is made up of 11 judges. Some of them easier than others. But one judge per week rotates through the Fisa court seat. And the FBI and other investigators have to give the Department of Justice a pretty thick request for a warrant, an application as it's called, and it has to answer 7 questions before old Judge Unicorn here will approve the warrant and sign it. Those 7 criteria go something like this. Number 1, what's the identity of the federal officer making the application? That'd be me, bro. Number 2, the authority conferred on the Attorney General by the President of the United States and the approval of the Attorney General to make the application. I'm the Attorney General. I approve of this. Check. Number 3, the identity, if known, or a description of the target of the electronic surveillance. Well, we call him Mitch McLean, or whatever he's known as. Okay. Check. Number 4, a statement of the facts and circumstances relied upon by the applicant, the Department of Justice, to justify his belief that the target of the electronic surveillance is a foreign power or an agent of a foreign power. Okay, number 4, check. Number 5 is very important. Number 5 is a statement of the proposed minimization procedures. Well, what are minimization procedures? Those are the statutory limits required on this surveillance, and this is how it works. So if they're doing surveillance on this guy, and he's going blah, 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 conspiracy, conspiracy, terrorist dirtbag, blah, 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 blah. Oh, wait, hang on. I have a call coming in. Bloop. Hi, Mom. No, I didn't forget your birthday. I love you. Okay, bye. Okay, bye. Boop. All right, it's me again. Let's talk more bombing and terrorism, blah, 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 blah. Well, the phone call with his mother has to go under minimization. Her number is blocked out, the contact, the length of the call, etc. And this is all by law. It's called minimization. So check. Number 6, a detailed description of the nature of the information that will be sought and the type of communications or activities to be subjected to the surveillance. Well, these days that means the cell phone. It means the number of the cell phone and any possible other numbers. When Fisa was written in 1978, the term email was not even in the act. Of course, it said electronic communication. So these days, the warrant is served on the cell phone company that's serving our dirtbag collaborator, as well as the internet service provider that is administering his email account, onebadterrorist@alqaeda.org. So the warrant is served on the ISP, the internet service provider, and the cell phone company. Check. Finally, number 7. A certification from an appropriate executive branch official that the certifying official deems the information sought to be foreign intelligence information. If all 7 of these criteria are met, then Judge Unicorn will go bloop and we'll sign it. So at this point, the warrant is issued and the FBI can set up their surveillance. So as our dirtbag American citizen on American soil begins communicating electronically with a terrorist or the foreign government that he's suspected of collaborating with, his cell phone as well as his email can be picked up by our sneaky FBI guy. Oh man, I can't believe how stupid terrorists are. I'm like totally listening in on this, bro. It might be time to drone his terrorist contact. Meanwhile, back in the USA, you're busted, dirtbag. So you see, Fisa is very complex. There are a lot of hurdles that the Department of Justice has to go through to get Judge Unicorn to sign off on the thing. Because, hey, we all have constitutional rights. This is Brian Suits for The Dark Secret Place every Saturday night at 10 p.m. here on KFI AM 640. More stimulating talk.